Hello, Adele Mitchell here, and today I am doing a reading for the Virgo sign. That includes any Virgo under the sun, moon, or rising signs. I'm going to be using my zodiac board here that's going to cover all 12 houses. So definitely a lot of information will come out of this reading for you, and take what resonates and leave what does not. The first card you've received is the King of Cups. So Virgo, it looks like you're in a pretty strong position right now where you've recently made some good, positive choices for yourself, and you did not really feel like you had to think too much about it. So these decisions really just came kind of like fluently for you, which was nice because in the past you've struggled before with making decisions. The choices I see are based on your relationship status, along with, and more importantly, your career path. Okay, so it looks like you're sitting quite pretty here in your house of self. So there's not a lot that you need to do right now to create more positivity for you in the near future based on what you've just recently accomplished. In your second house, which is your possessions house, you've received the Lover's card. The most important thing to you this coming week, Virgo, will be spending time with those you love. Okay, even working on some relationships from the past. Perhaps you haven't heard from somebody in a while, or you've taken a step back from a specific type of friendship or connection that you really enjoyed. This is something you're going to want to tap into this coming week because it's going to make you feel, once again, very accomplished and like you're working towards really solidifying a strong self-house for this week. And in your third house, your communications house, you've received the Knight of Swords. Okay, there will be no questions asked in regards to what you want to talk about, who you want to talk to, and how those conversations are going to go. So what you have here is that you're going to be really focused on situations with other people where there's a level of seriousness involved. There's not going to be a lot of like joking around or being like a trickster. This really has a lot to do with talking to people that are going to help you in resolving inquiries you have, or just wanting to kind of attain some extra knowledge. The conversations that you have will need to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Definitely of mature nature, but also beneficial of your time. You're not going to want to feel like you're wasting your time talking to anyone specific that just feel like small talk. Things like that will not be satisfying to you at all this week. In your fourth house, this is your family house, Virgo, and you have received the Chariot. People in your family will be relying on you this week. They're going to want you to save them from their own troubles. They're going to want you to participate in matters of family affairs. So if you feel like you're being called quite often to be there for somebody within your family, then that's something you're going to want to do so you can give out that support and then get it back in the future, right? Because karma always plays back into our lives when we most need her to. Negative and positive, but for this, for your family that relies on you, this is going to be very positive for you to tap into that energy and give of yourself in a very willing way. So playing a willing participant for family members is going to benefit everyone involved. In your pleasure house, two cards came out. We'll use that next. you have the Six of Pentacles. This card seems to be famous this week. It's coming up everywhere. It must be some kind of energy with the moon cycle happening as well. It looks very pay it forward. You know, we kind of saw that here with the Chariot in your family house. So once again, what's going to give you pleasure this week is offering your greatest skills to others. So if you're really great at, you know, working on things, fixing things, physically, emotionally, mentally, if you're great at giving advice, if you're somebody that can, you know, make calls, set up appointments, if you're very organized, anything of that nature, which is so Virgo of you, this is what you're going to want to kind of put forward out into the world, as it's going to bring you back all kinds of what we were just talking about in your family house, good karma, and that's going to add all this pleasure to your life too. In your health house, you have received the Nine of Wands. Okay. When it comes to your health, there have been times when you felt like you're struggling a little bit with an ailment. I'm definitely picking up on body here. Maybe solar plexus is showing up. So when you start to feel like you're not giving yourself what you need, oh, the word dosha came up as well. So if you're not familiar with doshas, you may want to look this up, because there's a lot of information that pertains to people and their energy field and how they can supply themselves with the best dosha energy to kind of keep that balance and nutrition going. But what I'm picking up here for you, Virgo, is that if you're eating a lot of fried foods, if you're eating processed items, or deplenishing yourself of hydration or rest, that's something you're going to want to be aware of this week. Because here, you know, within the Nine of Wands, it's all about protecting yourself, doing things that are in alignment with your energy field and your soul. So if you choose to kind of avoid that, which you have in the past, you're going to have a result in this area. Okay, maybe heartburn, indigestion, an upset stomach. And that's not going to be from anxiety or stress. It's going to be from what you're putting into your body. So just be aware of that. In your partnership house, you have received the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you've been putting in really good effort lately, Virgo. It looks like the person on the reciprocating end is satisfied with how things have been going, and what you have implemented into the connection that you share with this person is something you're going to want to keep doing more of. So I'm not seeing that anything really needs to change here. It looks like the person that you are closest to in your life right now is very happy, very satisfied, and feeling like the two of you are headed into a direction that's going to be positive for the both of you in the future. In your transformation house, you've received the Queen of Wands, another Wands card. Okay. Your best talents will be showing up this week. We kind of saw that in your pleasure and your family house, where you're using what you know how to do best to kind of help people along, but you're also going to be doing the same thing to help yourself get along. So if you feel like you need to have some kind of change come about where you are able to grow more in your finances, I'm not seeing that you have to really do that in your relationship here, because in the self house we saw that you're already, you know, maintaining that aspect of your life, and this is proof that it's going pretty well. But in your transformation house, there's still something there where it's reminding you that you do not have to change. You do not have to grow. You are in a really good position right now when it comes to all areas of your life. In your philosophy house, you've received the Emperor. Okay, and this one, there we go. The Emperor is showing that, I mean, it just keeps kind of saying the same thing, that you're very organized this week. Things don't feel like they're getting out of sorts. If at any point in time you do feel a little scattered, this could throw you way off and make you feel like really wonky because you are very focused this week. So any type of, distraction or sensitivity to outsiders coming in and kind of disturbing that vibe that you've got going on, the Emperor shows here that you're just going to want to hone in once again on yourself, because yourself is holding all this grounded energy. You can do something as simple as just saying to yourself, I am grounded, right? I am organized. I am comfortable. I am on the right path. Anything of that, type of mantra that you can remind yourself of this week is going to bring you back here and keep you going with this Emperor in your pocket. Very strong player. Good sign. In your reputation house, you have the Four of Wands, another wand card. Okay. The people on the outside of you are going to be in kind of like a celebration mode. People are going to be very light and fluffy in regards to their own energy, personality. I do see that there's going to be a little bit more seriousness, as we talked about in your communication house. So when people come around you, they're going to want to try to kind of bring that out of you. If they cannot, they are going to judge you a little bit for that. They're going to think, oh, what a stick in the mud, or, oh, that Virgo, man, you just can't get through to them this week. They're so focused. They're so determined on their own self. People may even deem you a little bit as like a hermit, but that's kind of part of your astrology anyway. So, I mean, kind of like nothing new here, but with this week in particular, if you're just not feeling the vibe to be jokey and like, sarcastic, because these are the type of people that are going to be coming around you a little bit, you are going to be judged on that. So you can open up a little bit and tap into that vibe, but you don't have to. In your friendship house, you have received the Seven of Cups. Okay. There are going to be several friends that want to spend time with you this week, but you're going to have to make a choice between the number 3 that is coming up. Because all 3 of these people are going to have very different personalities, and you're not going to want to combine them together in like a group situation. The person that you're going to want to spend the most time with, as we've kind of seen here through your theme of this week, is the one who is on the same wavelength as you are. So they're focused, they're driven, they're organized. Anybody of that type of nature that's around you is going to be the friend for you to spend your most quality time with. Your jokester friends, the people that are really indecisive in their life right now or going through big changes are not going to be the ones you're going to want to match your energy with. In your 12th house, this is kind of like a blind reading for you. You've received the Justice card. Okay. There will be times when you will find yourself in the middle of something. I'm seeing that, a group of people or a person will be wanting one thing, the other person will want the other. You're going to be right in the middle. I mean, that's what justice is really about, right? Kind of playing that judge, that mediator. So in this week, at some point in your life, you are going to be presented with this experience. When this comes about, you're really going to want to fall back on logic, right? You know, somebody who perhaps wants to grow a new business, and it's about, you know, opening up a fun house, or, you know, something like an extravagant restaurant, and they don't have the funds, they don't have the support, and then the other person's saying, you don't have that, why would you bother? You're in the middle. You're the one that's going to kind of bring it all together, be kind, but also be logical and let that person know, hey, this isn't going to work out for you. Kind of let them down slowly, but also give them information that will help them in what they do want to do in a smaller scale to help them grow. Now, that's just an example. This could also pertain to a relationship. Somebody wants to be in a relationship with somebody. The other person says, that's not going to work out. You're the one in the middle, okay? So do your best. It's not always fun being in the middle, but you have all the skills and tools to get to that person and help them in a very positive and balanced way. Thank you, Virgo, for coming and joining me today. I invite you back anytime. Please subscribe to my channel so you do not miss out in the future. I wish you a blessed week ahead.